Well, hey there, everybody. I am ready. I hope you're ready for another relaxing day with a relaxing video game. In fact, the one that I've got picked out for today to start with is a game that I just picked up off the net. And I was talking about it the other day. This is my Mario's Picross. Focus! This camera is the slowest camera in the world at focusing. There's got to be a trick, you know, to get it to do it. There we go. I've heard about the hold your hand behind it trick. So there you go. Let's slam it into the Super Game Boy here and play it at a slightly incorrect frame rate. Yeah. All right. So, bam. Here we are with our Super Game Boy, and the cool thing about Super Game Boy is that games that came out after the Super Game Boy, at least some of them, because Nintendo is like really good at doing things with their own games, with their own hardware, the game uses the Super Game Boy's color palette ability to actually make the color palette different for different parts of the screen, making this almost look like a Game Boy Color game, even though it is actually just an original Game Boy game. So that's really neat. What did I have to change on stream? Oh, right, I want to move my chat over. Oh, and you guys don't have game audio yet. Or, well, you do, but it's fake. Okay, so yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't fake. It was, what you guys were hearing was the direct capture from the X-Capture, as opposed to the X-Capture pass-through going into my mixer, so, yeah. Details schmeetails, right? Let's play some Picross. Ooh, see, it changed the color of our Game Boy. Nintendo built advertising the different colors of Game Boys into the Game Boy player. How about that? Super Game Boy. I've made that mistake twice today. I embarrassed myself before a live studio audience today when I claimed that the Game Boy player runs at an incorrect frame rate when I actually meant to say that the Super Game Boy runs at an incorrect frame rate. So this is Picross. Here's how it works. You gotta, each number means that that row or column, depending on where it's located, has that many, things in a sequence on it. If there's more than one number, then there is more than one sequence of filled-in blocks, and they are in that order. Now, we're not playing real Picross mode here, so things are going to be a little weird in certain ways. Let's see. So this is like 1 dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that gets filled in. And I kind of skipped a few levels here. So this version, the menuing isn't quite as fast as the new one that's on Switch, but it also feels a little bit better in a couple ways. The new one on Switch, I always find myself accidentally hitting rows that I don't mean to hit. But, I mean, that's user error, of course, but, you know, it's just something I've noticed. However, maybe now I can appreciate it. Like, before it just seemed like I was hitting things by mistake and the controls were not as good. But now I can play this one that's very stiff and learn to appreciate what I had before, where it was, where it's just a lot faster. This appears to be a musical note. That's pretty cool. And there it is. So I really like the style of this one. The fact that you're Mario, he looks to be some kind of, you know, archaeologist or something in this game. Let's do some of the easy ones just real fast in order here. Oops, I accidentally said that I wanted a hint. You really don't need them. What up, Meow Mix? This is a game that I want to put on the neighborhood as soon as possible. In fact, I ordered this cartridge with intent to do so. Now, it says that I used a hint, and it's because I did. I wanted to skip the text. It's kind of funny, though, that you can do it with the hint, and then go back and do it without the hint, even though you already know what the picture is. It's saved that the first time I did it, I had a hint. Oh, F this. Alright, so you have to... Here's how you delete your save file, because that's what I'm going to do. You have to hold B, select, and A at the same time. I recommend that you press A last, though, otherwise you'll select your file. And have to try again. Alright, we're starting over. Here we go. No hint. I don't want it being on my permanent record that I took a hint. I did look at my race. I already know the things that I screwed up. Yeah. Hey there, Crab. Good to see ya. I already know a couple of the things that I did the worst. Really, my big issue with that race was that I took it too safe. Is really the only issue. I took it safe in areas that wasn't... No! No! Don't give me the hint! Give up. Okay. Do it. Don't try to mash through this text, and there we go. Okay. Yeah, Crab. Sometimes I like to think to myself, you know what? I can breathe through both of my nostrils today. And that's great. No. No hints. Stop it. Uh-huh. We got an S. What is it gonna spell? I don't even remember what the previous letters have been. We had E, L, T, S. If it was L-E-T-S, it could spell out something cute like Let's Play. If you asked me to... This is going to be a W. If you asked me to just straight up... Oops! I did the wrong thing. To just straight up, guess. Like, you're going to be like, alright. First the game gives you letters. What is it going to be? I'm like, well, it's a Nintendo game, so it's going to spell fun. That would be my initial, you know, straight up guess. This is gonna be, okay, I'm having trouble menuing this after playing a bunch of the Switch version. It's just not quite as snappy. You got Hagane? Nice. I hear you, Crab. Well, you've got the best wishes from myself to a no! To a fast recovery. Don't mash through the text. No hint. Alright, here we go. Did it. It's an R. Yeah, dude, that's expensive. Don't mash through the text. It doesn't do anything. All it does is it makes you accidentally say yes to the hint. Man, letters are easy. It's also 5x5, so they're all pretty easy. Made some Monster Hunter World progress? Nice. I've made a little bit of progress. I'm in the Coral Highlands. I keep failing the mission where you have to steal those Wyvern eggs, though. Like, it's very difficult, I find. Alright, so we did this one before, but... quiet. Okay, Uh-huh. Uh-huh. We did this one before, but then I had to save my... I had to delete my game because it thought that I wanted a hint. Like, I accidentally took the hint on one level, and then it saved the fact that I took a hint. And it was like, this level was completed with a hint the first time. And I was like, I'm going to... I'm upset with you, Picross. These are lies and slander. I didn't want the hint. You forced it upon me. Hey, Foxy. You filled a puke? Oh, yeah. And you killed the Baroth. Nice. Oh, you're already going for the Anjanath? Look at this Anjanath! I did defeat the Anjanath. I didn't go after it until a little bit later, though. Like, I beat a Baroth, and the next thing that I hunted after that was, like... I'm not sure. I don't even know. Maybe it was the Baroth. I don't exactly remember. Well, that sounds good, Ghost. I'm glad Camel's excited for you. Oh, it does that in this one. Interesting. Okay. Palico looks like it has a bowl of... Oh, you got that. Yeah. I'm not sure which set that is. I had my, Oh! The thunder, like, flying squirrel snake thing. I think I fought that before I fought the Anjanath. Is this just gonna be this? I mean, that's what it looked like. That's the same way for me, Ghost. Like, I've been Twitch streaming for a while now, and it feels like I haven't been at all. So, I guess that's what it's like to have a real hobby, huh? Time just flies by. Oh yeah, the Kula Yaku was the first monster that I hunted like several times in a row. I thought that it was a really cool monster, just the way that it like picks up an egg or a rock, I mean, and like uses it as a shield. It's like really cool. I love the different monster behaviors in that game. Especially like if you're hunting something and it starts fighting something else, it's so cool. Is that 6? I think that's 6. Oh, it's a spade. Yeah, what's confusing about the monsters fighting each other is that sometimes they have like a turf war or whatever, and they do like a pre-canned animation where like they do a specific fight where each of them hits each other and they each do a bunch of damage to each other. And that's cool. But then sometimes they just fight. Sometimes they like just fight. And when that happens, you don't get damage numbers. So it's kind of confusing, you know? Like, at first, I wasn't sure if they were doing damage to each other when they were just fighting. Because I didn't see the numbers. Streaming Adventure Island? I've thought about it. Adventure Island is a cool looking game. Oh yeah, Crab. I mean, I don't know what else to do when they fight, except just stand there with my mouth hanging open. And then that's 3, and then 5. Yeah, I've never really seen Adventure Island in action, but I read the reviews for the series in the Ultimate Guide to the NES Library, and I thought it sounded really fun, so I would definitely be into checking it out. Aw, it's a heart! So this version doesn't help you out like the Switch one does, where like it grays out numbers that you've already accounted for, but only if like it could only be that one. Yeah, I feel like all my friends are really ahead of me as well. Like, even one of my friends was like, I've barely gotten to play this game at all, and everyone's so ahead of me. And I was like, oh, really? Where are you? Hunter rank 10? I'm like, oh my god. And now I know what you're thinking. You're like, Dash, Hunter rank 10 is hardly anything. You can be there. That's my point, is that, I don't know, man, I'm just playing the game, and I'm not so fast as you guys. Oops! This is probably a club. So it's probably just these. Whoops! These two. If you make mistakes in this one, it, like, takes away time. This one counts down time instead of counting up time, and making mistakes takes away your time. However, this is easy Picross. Soon enough, we will move on to real Picross, which is where they don't tell you where your mistakes are. Oops. Oh, well, I guess we know that one now. Regular Picross mode does not tell you your mistakes, and also counts up time. So that's really the real way to play. I'm just doing this as a warm-up, because I figured that the natural difficulty curve of the game would just kind of show how you play this game. Well, we'll see you then, Ghost. And then that, and... What? Oh, these are all done. I see. The Grandmaster of Well Done Steaks again. Oh yeah, they changed the tune and they made the timing way faster. Which is good. Like, it's good that it takes less time to cook a steak now. But yeah, the first time, it just, like, burned immediately. And I was like, whoa! Okay, so there's two different modes. There's Kinoko and Star mode. Wait, the Kinoko course? What happened to real Picross? Do I really have to do all of this in order to unlock the real Picross mode? Well, I'm not gonna do easy Picross. Let's just do regular Picross, I guess. And I guess we have to unlock real Picross, so here we go. Don't give me hints. Don't even ask. Luckily, in the new one, you just pick your assists in the options menu, and then it doesn't ask you. Okay, so this one fills in all of the borders, which should make for a pretty easy time. Two, and then there was a 3. Oh. Oh, and you don't have the mark feature in this one now, so yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, dash 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I gotta brush up on my counting skills in this game, because it's different now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That just goes across. Perfect. Beep bow. That's a cute little tune. Oh yeah, the Great Jagras. I feel bad fighting that thing sometimes because whenever you see the Great Jagras, like, just, like, walking around, he's always having such a great time. He always looks like he's got a big smile on his face. He probably just ate a giant meal. And he's just like, you know. And I'm like, man, I'm sorry, dude, but, like, I need your bones. Okay, so all these are taken up. All of these ones are done. This one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all done. 1, 6, 1, 1. So this one's got a 1 in here somewhere. This one's 2, 1. Ah, 1, 2, 3. So that should take those out. Oh, and that's done there. Oh, it's a Game Boy! Oh, yeah. You know, I was confused about the investigations at first because, like, they're just like the optional quests, but with better rewards? And I was like, what's the point of optional hunts then? And I was confused by the idea that optional hunts were made obsolete, but I mean, they're not totally because you have to do enough tracking in order to, you know, unlock the investigations, but still, it was like, I was just kind of weirded out by the fact that I had a million investigations, you know? I just started the game, And the first time I looked at the investigations page, I had like 100 of them, and I'm like, what is all this? I'm overwhelmed. What a great game, though. Maybe we should be playing that. Oh no, I screwed something up here. 2, 4, 3, 2. Huh? Oh no, that's right. Okay. Yeah, like I always do the investigations. If I want to hunt a monster, I look for the investigations first. Yeah. And I think that's the intention. Oh, it's going to be a Starman. It's crazy how well dithering works on a CRT. Like, if I really look at the green on the Game Boy, I can tell that it's dithered, but I wouldn't have noticed until I looked over at this capture, the upscaled one, and saw that it's dithered. Weird. I was expecting that each picture would be colored in after you do it, but I guess that's not the case. I'm guessing here. I can guess all that. Yeah. Just star. Just star. Why does it have eyes? I don't know, it's a star. Five, yeah, it's 11. Mm-hmm. All right, so that makes 10 right there. We're jamming. What is this, like Woody Woodpecker or something? Beep beep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it doesn't, for the record, it doesn't look as much like Woody Woodpecker anymore. No, sometimes I press the wrong button. Beep, beep. This song is so catchy. Now it looks like a stork. But not a loaded stork. Pokemon Shuffle. What is that? I think Nicole maybe played that at one point. Hey there, Osiris Virus. Long time no see. How have you been? That ends that. We've got one more in here. Oh, and it has to be this one. Nice. Boom. And then this is already 7 wide? Yes. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there we go. What is this thing? Oh, it's a high heel. It's a heel shoe. Yeah. All right. Slowly falling to failure. You know, I feel like it's just that time of year. Fucking winter. Everybody, nobody likes the winter. It's just a depressing season. Get it out of here. We gotta kick winter's ass. Get it out of our lives forever. Beep beep. Alright, so we got 1 extra here, 1 extra there, same here. Ooh. You ever play Picross? Because this game's awesome. It's available on the Nintendo DS Virtual Console. We're playing it on a Super Game Boy, though. Oh, wait, it says Super Game Boy, like, right on the screen. So, you know. Hang on, I'm shoving the cord back between my legs. There we go. Alright. Okay, so usually it's that, but this time we get this, and then they're up against that, and then boom, 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 boom. Ooh, look at those. Boom, boom. And that... Didn't mean to say pit. So there can be a 3 up here, and then it would be like 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, okay. But we've got that much, so that means that it can't be this, and it can't be this. Which actually only leaves 3 possibilities. Boom, look at that. Oh, wait. Well, I guess we know now. Oh, no, it left 3 possibilities on the row. Right, so now we look at the columns. And yeah, all that makes sense. Okay. We've also got this going on, which I failed to notice earlier. Beep, beep. What? That's the middle. Then we got 3 on each side, leaving 4 available on each side. Perfect. Oh, and now we know about these. I know about you. Okay, so we've got a 2 and then 4 1s, meaning there might be 2 here and either one of them could be there, so we don't actually have any information there. We do have this, though. And then that leaves these at 5 each. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, yeah. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hits that. Do it. I think that has to be like that. And then, ooh, we're jamming. Nice. 2 and then a 6. Do we know where this goes? I don't think we have enough information yet on this one. We do have this, though. Beep, beep. Which I believe that marks those off. 3, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Oh, now we get the circle pattern that I'm always talking about. Two, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Boop. And there we have it. I don't know what this is. A loaf of bread? Alright, yeah. Seems good. You just resubbed? Oh, really? I don't know. I don't see an alert for it. I mean, you didn't have a badge before, and now you do have a badge? But I don't know if that's enough proof for me. Now you want bread. I really like bread. Dude, a good, like, toasted baguette with garlic butter. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that gives us like this. Oh, I'm just joking with you about that, Ghost. I'm just joking. Of course I believe you. It is true, though, that it did not come up on my alerts, so we'll have to see what the deal is with that. I'm sure it'll come up at some point, but yeah. Alerts must be broken right now. Alright. A 1 and then a 9. So like 1 dash 1, 2... Fucking 1 dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. That goes that way, right? This makes sense? No, it just goes all the way. Okay, and then this goes like that. That makes sense. Okay, perfect. And they're all 3s at the bottom. But yeah, this is a little weird about the alerts. Well, you know, oh well. Nothing I can do about it. I'm sure they'll fix themselves at some point. And when they do, unexpectedly, we will riff. I've been thinking about getting back to Yakuza. I have been thinking about it. It's a possibility. The game was really good, and I think I've been away from it for long enough that, that I would enjoy playing it again. Because, you know, I'm playing other games, and other games are fun, but they're not quite filling the beefcake quota. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there we go. 1, 2, 3. Whoop. Beep, beep. This song is so catchy. Oh, I don't know if I'm ever going to play another Yakuza game. I think Yakuza 0 is like a one-time thing for me. Like, it's really good and really fun, and I like a lot of things about it. But I don't really want more of it. I've had my fun, and now it's time to play a different video game. Two like that. Oops! Well, that worked out by accident. Do do do. Ba-bum bum bum. I'm just gonna. Oh yeah, it's that one. Beep pew. And there's that. Get rid of those. I mean, yeah, it's got similarities to Minesweeper in that there are good X's and bad X's and squares, I mean. There's good squares and bad squares, and numbers tell you where the good and bad squares are. How it works, though, I'll kind of explain the next puzzle as I do it, alright? It's very fun. I think that's it, right? No? What am I missing? Oh, shit. Alright, work check time. 8 and 1, 4 and... Ah, right here. Boop. Yeah, dude, I gotta play Megami Tensei, Final Fantasy VI, Earthbound. I'm sorry, I wanted to say that too loud, but, you know. Hey, see, that part had color because of the Super Game Boy. Alright, so here's how the game works. The numbers that you see, if you look at the left side of the screen, those numbers tell you rows of filled-in squares that are on that row. So somewhere on this row, there is 1, there's a singleton, and then there's any number of squares between them, and then there's 11, and then there's any number between those, and then there's 1. In that order. This one's got a 1 and a 1, this one's got 15 all in a row, this one's got a 1 and then 2 and then 2 and then 1, and then the same thing on the columns. So you use that information to figure out what you can. Now, this one's got a really easy way to start, which is a 15. You can't fit more than 15 in one row, so you know that if you see a 15, it's got to just be filled in. 15 in a row. Now, what's really, really nice about filling in an entire border is that if you think about it, we know from the number on top here that there's a column of 5 on this column, right? There's a 5 in a row on this column. However, we know because of the row that this is one of them, and it can't be any further down because it's at the bottom, so it's got to go up. So we know that these 5 are a thing, and then we know that there's nothing else on that row, so we can exit. And then we can repeat that process for the entire border and say that this is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. See, all of these columns, no matter how many numbers are on them, they all end in a 1. And since we know that the bottom row is a 1, or is filled in, we know that those are the 1. And because there has to be some number of space between a 1 and whatever is next, we can put in an X above them, showing that those ones we know are not filled in. And then we do the same thing on this side. And now we can repeat that process on the rows as well. So this row starts with a 2, and we know that one of them is all the way to the left. So, you know, there can't be anything before that. Hey, Melon! It's this game again, Melon. But we're playing the Game Boy version this time. This is the original. Oh yeah, you were telling me about that, Ghost, that you got the original Fat Boy Game Boy. Ba-bum bum bum. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this So the 15 was obvious enough that it fills the whole row. A 1, 11, 1 also fills the whole row. Because 11 plus 1 is 13. And then because there's 2 spaces that have to go between those, that's 15. So that just, with minimal room, fills up the entire thing. You forgot? I knew it. Well, good for you, or good thing for you. Other people are going to ask how it works also. 'Cause it's fun. You see someone doing a puzzle like this and you're like, that's fun. I want to have fun too. And then you look up Fun 2, the YouTube guitar player, and watch him play Canon in D. It's something like that. And so yeah, you use logic and what you know to fill the puzzle in. And it's a good time. What do you mean you're watching me and Orkin Man at the same time? Are you telling me that Orkin Man is streaming right now? Hang on. Hang on. I was just talking to Orkin Man earlier today. We had a chat. Holy shit, it's Orkin Man! And he's back! No way! Real talk? I am tempted to just end stream and host Orkin Man. I'm tempted to. Beep beep. 4, 5, 6, 7. Cause it's a big deal that Orkin Man is back. But I am playing Picross right now. And Picross is really fun. Do do do. Bum 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 bum. Apparently we have to unlock the next mode of this game also, which is the mode that I want to play. The fun mode where it doesn't tell you when you make a mistake. Yeah, the thing is, I gotta jam Picross right now. And here's why. Like I just said, we're only allowed to play this mode right now, which tells you when you make a mistake. And you have to unlock the mode that only gives you the hints. And, or only gives you the numbers and makes you figure it out. And I really want to unlock that mode. Unfortunately, there's 64, there's like 128 puzzles that we have to get through in order to get there. So strap yourselves in. Oh yeah? Ghost? Well, I mean, you gotta brush it. I mean, that's a thing. I brush my hair. Beep beep. You don't miss having long hair? I think short hair is super cute on girls. Oh, it's gonna be a school bus, I bet. 3, 4, and then a 2, and then a 1, and that's how this one is too. Nice. Oh, I gotta check something. Let me see if this works. Did that make an N for anybody? Like the letter N? Alright. I wanted to know if that's a letter N. I'm not sure if it works, but it probably doesn't. Doo-doo. Okay, so this goes 12 in, so it's like that? Yeah. Ba-ba-boo, doo-doo-doo-doo. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. Really goes. Well, that's pretty nuts. I kind of got sick of Souls for a while, and I didn't want to talk about it anymore. But then, I don't know. I don't know what happened. But I started, like, I started replaying Dark Souls 2, and it was really fun. And I don't know. I just started enjoying it again at some point. Right. Yeah, when Melon talked about Souls, it was great. Wait a second, there's another 15. Oh, this one's interesting. Because, yeah, now we have, like, these center two, so if there's anything that is just 2, we just know what they are. Except it looks like there's only these couple. But still, now those are on borders, so we go like that. Uh-huh. Is this gonna be a burger? I'm not exactly sure what this one's gonna be. Yeah, see you later, Ghost. Do-do-do-do. Is it a burger? 3, 1, 1, 2, 1. Same with right there. It's starting to look less like a burger and more like a UFO. I feel like this one's got better pictures than the new one does. The new one's pictures are like... You can barely... Okay, here's why, actually. I know exactly why it is. The new one has worse pictures because this one, they don't color them. You know? This one, it's like, here's the picture, and that's it. So it's got to be something that's very recognizable. Like a tinkle, you know? Who the fuck doesn't know what a tinkle is? But the new one, it'll be like you fill the whole square with garbage, and then it colors it, and you're like, oh, it's a colored picture. Now I see. Beep, beep. Oh, okay, I accidentally put an extra one there, but it worked. Alright, what else do we know? 1, 2, 3, 4 dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beep, beep. We know that. Okay. So really, the reason I'm playing this game is because I bought this Game Boy version because I'm thinking about that YouTube thing I was talking about, and I want to showcase this version, and so you know, I bought it, and I want to first of all test it, just make sure it works, which it does, and then also I guess now it turns out I have to unlock the mode that I want to show, so you know. That's all fine. And then do this and that. This and that. What's that Primus song that goes like this and that, this and that, this and that, this and that? I don't know. It's by Primus, so hope that helps. Primus is a weird band. They're very interesting. They're just like, there's no other band like them. Hey, Starman, how are you? We drew a Starman. We drew you earlier in this game. The game only said that it was a star, but we all knew that it was Starman 27. We all knew. You should have been there, really. Today was your 25th birthday? Well, happy birthday. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one's 6, this one's 6, so we know that. And that. And that. Okay. Oh, we actually already knew about that. Okay, there we go. Okay, now this one looks like a burger. What's up, Art Man? We are just playing ourselves some Picross. Some Mario's Picross, to be exact. 4, 1, 3, 1, 7, 2, 1, 1. And oh, there it is. Yeah, this is a burger for sure. Skates? Oh, okay. Alright, I guess. Maybe like a burger-shaped skate, though. Yeah, we're playing it on the old Super Game Boy. I like that they don't fill... The new one fills in the zeros for you. But it's satisfying to do it. It's like, oh, look how much of this puzzle I'm doing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. Here's a 1. There's a 1. 4. Ba-bum, bum, bum. Let me know when my humming along gets annoying, because otherwise it's never going to stop. 6 ones, is that the amount that you need to have it fill it out? No. No, you would need 8 ones. You would need 8 ones in a row to totally just fill it out. 1, 2, 3 dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bum bum bum. So that's those 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, Retro Mustache. This is Mario's Picross for the Game Boy. Do 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 beep beep. So this version, this is the Game Boy version. There is a new one that is out on Nintendo Switch called Picross S. And then there is also, I mean, this version, though, you can get on the Nintendo DS Virtual Console. I think it's, well, it's the 3DS. But you get the idea. Why are you singing I like to move it, crab? I mean, I guess you just like to move it, and you want to express that to us. In which case, you're doing a pretty good job. You know, all you gotta do is say it. And you're not spraying it, so you're off to a good start. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You lost your save on Mario. Which Mario? Bum bum bum. Does this 5 plus 8? Yeah, that's done. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this one's already done, so it's now this. There we go. What is this, like a croissant? It might also be a sock, but I think it's a croissant. A shoe?! Who's got shoes that look like that? Come on. Maybe like a shoe with a sock pattern printed on it. On one, are you playing it on like emulator or virtual console or something? Alright. See, 124 8 puzzles It's gonna go by like no time. Oh, the All-Stars version. Right, that makes sense. I actually thought about that. Hey, Darren. I thought about that, but decided not to say it for some reason. Or I didn't decide not to say it. I forgot about that version by the time I asked. Like when you said, no, I lost my Mario save, I thought to myself, oh, is he playing All-Stars version or on emulator or something? And then when you said, you know, if he's talking about Mario 1, and then when you confirmed that it was Mario 1, I had forgotten about the possibility of All-Stars version at that point. And that's the play-by-play of exactly what happened in my head. You know, when I was a kid, doctors really wanted me to be on medication for ADD. I'm glad that I was never medicated for ADD. Which is funny because as a kid, I was for it. As a kid, I was like, yeah, fuck me up. But now that I'm older, I appreciate that my parents opted not to medicate me. $12. You were medicated for ADD? Yeah, Crab, I kind of have something a little bit similar. It's like, I did need medication for depression at one point. But really what helped was finding a thing to do with my life every day, which is stream on Twitch. That is when my depression, like, started to go away, is when I started streaming every day. And so I am no longer medicated, and I think it's better that way. However, if you don't have that thing that you know is actively helping you, then, like, by all means, do what you have to do, which might be medication. I mean, it wasn't bad. Medication wasn't bad. I'm just glad I don't need it now. This is a cornucopia? Cornucopia? Oh. Cap. Oh, the cap's got an H on it. Okay. Well, you know. But yeah, I really didn't like the side effects of depression medication. Like, if I ever missed a day of my meds, I was like fucked because the next day my meds didn't make me tired, but they made me yawn. They made me yawn so much that it actually hurt my throat. Because over the course of the day, I would just be yawning and not stopping. So much, and the yawns were so huge that it, like, actually was painful. So, yeah. And so that was annoying. They also gave me this weird restless feeling in my legs. Where, like, at nighttime, I wouldn't be able to get to sleep because my quads felt like they had to get worked out. Which is actually part of why I started drumming more at the time. I mean, I didn't drum a lot at that time. I drum a lot more now than I used to. But at the time, I used drumming as just something to wear my legs out. Because of that issue I had with my meds. But a lot of the time I wasn't able to, like, set it up, and so I had to, instead just, like... Hey, Flex! I had to instead just, like, do squats and that kind of stuff. Or lunges. It was a very weird and uncomfortable feeling. Oh, yeah. You know what? I forgot about that part of it too, Crab, is that it screwed with my appetite a ton. Like, I would take my meds, and like, it would just make me not hungry. I would feel, like, painfully hungry, but not, like, appetite hungry, and I just couldn't eat. It sucked. Oh, yeah, Flex. I didn't know that Billy Mitchell's from Minneapolis. But yeah, it's like, right. Like, right now, it's not that Billy Mitchell cheated. That's not the story. The story is that he claimed that his stuff was real hardware when it wasn't. And the only real reason that you would lie about that is if you're cheating. Or you just wanted to... The other reason would just be that you only have access to the MAME version and you want your high score on the regular leaderboard, but you don't... You don't get to have your score on the regular leaderboard because that's how the rules are. And it makes sense that they're the way that they are. The Mario Marathon... Probably pretty soon. I tell you, I've been playing a lot of Mario lately, and I gotta relax. I gotta relax on some non-Mario stuff. I don't know if have you been following the tournament Retro Mustache? Because there's been all the Mario you can handle in the form of tournaments lately. There we go. Billy Mitchell is the guy who has the world record in Donkey Kong, the arcade game. However, he actually no longer has that world record. It was revoked because it was found out that he was using an emulator. And they don't allow emulators. It's not for sure that he's a cheater. What's for sure is that he played on an emulator, and you're not allowed to play on emulator. Oh, he didn't have the actual record? Okay. You're not... They have... The site that keeps track has two different leaderboards for emulation and non-emulation, because it's just, like, too easy to cheat with an emulator. And so if you are going to play with an emulator, they require that you have a referee present for the gameplay. And so this guy who had this insanely good score, and there was and his name is really well known as being really good at Donkey Kong, it turns out that his supposedly real gameplay or real cabinet gameplay was emulated, and there was no referee. But he said that it was not emulated, and that's, you know, yeah. The current world record holder is Robbie Lakeman. Whoops. Will I play the Shadow of the Colossus remaster? I mean, I can play original Shadow of the Colossus for you guys right now. But if you want... If you guys want the remaster, I'll play it. Yeah, Flex, that's right. That's the weird thing. Yeah, so, okay, here's my issue with Shadow of the Colossus Remaster, is that I'm a sucker who bought a regular PlayStation 4. I don't have a PlayStation 4 Pro, so all I can assume, I can only assume that, that the game will run like shit on my system and won't be good looking. I can only assume that it's going to have a terrible frame rate and a low resolution because both of my commentaries were with Royal. Yeah, Retro. I mean, people can recommend any games they want. Whether I play them are up to me. But absolutely, I'm always up to hear what people want to see. Oh, you're just wondering if I'm going to get it? Well, I don't know. No. I mean, I can just play Shadow of the Colossus for PS2. I mean, okay, here's what's funny about what I'm saying, though. I'm saying that I don't want to get Shadow of the Colossus because I don't have a PS4 Pro, and so the game will run like garbage. But here's the thing, is that Shadow of the Colossus on PS2 kind of runs like garbage. So, I guess it's kind of funny that I'm even making a big deal about it. Beep boo. Yeah, I don't even really know where you get the information about how things run. As far as Dark Souls Remastered, I'll be getting that on Switch, which is going to run at 30 FPS, but yo, it's fucking handheld, dude. I want to play Dark Souls in bed. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to be able to play Dark Souls in bed. Do you understand how sweet that is? So, I'm very excited to play that. If Dark Souls Remastered turns out to be the more enjoyable experience over the original, then I will also get it for PC. But either way, I'm not going to get it on PS4. What is this, like a beaker? That was a guess, but, you know, it made sense. You can't find your PS3 copy of Dark Souls 1? Oh no! Oh, that reminds me, I've decided I'm going to mail my copy of Conker's Bad Fur Day to Obst so he can play it. I need to give him my condition, though. My condition is that he at least makes an effort, makes an attempt to look at his HDMI upscaler converter thing that he uses and sees if he can get it to not stretch it out to widescreen because it looks terrible. That'll be my condition. Is just look, just try. Just see if there's an option. Because it looks whack. Your TV keeps informing you what input you're using? Oh, man. Okay, so that's funny, Retro. I have kind of a similar thing. My TV, I have a Chromecast plugged into it that I don't use, and I think it, like, loses connectivity, or, like, shuts off and turns back on all the time, and then my TV, like, informs me, a new device plugged in. The device is unsupported, and then, like, it shuts off, and it's annoying. You're used to it? I mean, the thing is that Shadow of the Colossus doesn't really have a better option. Wait! Okay, how does the HD remaster on PS3 run? Does that run at 60? Or does that run at 30? Again, though, for the record, I'm aware that regular Shadow of the Colossus runs like garbage on PS2. Your input screen goes across the whole screen? Yeah, like this is like a big bar. So this thing comes up and it's like, new input detected. Do you want to switch to this input on my TV? And it like, it takes up like a quarter, like the whole bottom of the screen and like a quarter of it high. And it's like, oofta. Okay, 12-12-12-123. Nice. Cause I do have the Shadow of the Colossus PS3 remaster. There's some weird sound effect in this game that sounds like my cat meowing, and it's driving me nuts. It's like in Monster Hunter, your Palico is constantly meowing, and like, it was driving me nuts when I was trying to stream the game, because I thought that my cat was outside meowing. But like, I was like, it's not loud enough though. I hear the meowing, but it doesn't sound like it's actually behind me. Oh, it's from the game. Shadow of the Colossus is a pretty sweet game. You know what I really, really like about that game? Is that mechanic where, you can get more health or grip by finding those lizards or those fruits. But it's, like, not introduced anywhere in the game. It's just 100% you have to figure it out. That's kind of stuff I just love. Because people complain that that game doesn't have any mechanics in it, you know? That besides fighting the monsters, it's just 100% running around on horseback, and there's no other gameplay to it. And it's like, dude, you just missed it. You gotta get the lizards, man. Oh, I guess I already... Okay, I could have gotten that a lot sooner, I realize. You got your PS2 working? What game are you gonna play on it? I was just watching Elven Cloud play Persona 3. Oh, man. I gotta play that game again. Ba-bum, bum, bum. Kingdom Hearts 1. I played that game when that first came out. I played it. I never played any other ones in the series, though. I remember really liking Kingdom Hearts when it first came out. I played through it and really liked it. And then, I don't know, though. Every time I've seen it since then, it's just looked irritating. I don't think I would enjoy it if I played it now. Now, this is a beaker. Garlic? I guess. But like a really beaker-shaped cleft of garlic. You liked the first one but don't like the others? Yeah, I never even played the others. Which is funny because everybody told me that I had to play Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, I liked the first one, and then everyone was like, oh, you gotta play 2. And then for some reason I didn't, and now I'm glad I didn't. Because I just don't care about the series. Hey, Rocket Science. Do 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 ba bum bum bum. 1 2 3 4 dash 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 dash 1 2 3 4. How'd the race go? Oh my gosh, I like hardly want to talk about it. I lost by like 3 seconds. So that you guys know, I raced against the like 15th best Mario player in the world, Lack Attack. And I was ahead of him the entire race because of something that he did in the beginning. But he's just a little better at the game. He's a lot better at the game. But you could see, every level, you could see that his strategies were just a little better and a little faster than mine. And then at the end, he ended up winning by like 3 seconds. Do I play racing games? I haven't played a racing game in a really long time. I have nothing against them. I just haven't played one in a long time. 6 plus 7 is 13. Oh, we get a lot of information from this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dash 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Need for Speed Underground 2 on Xbox? Yeah. I'd say the last time that I like really played a racing game was Gran Turismo 3 for the PS2, which was the first PS2 game that I had. Okay, this is a pretty big deal. Okay, this puzzle just like busted wide open. That's what you're playing is Gran Turismo 3? It's a good game. When I got to the higher ranked stuff, though, basically I really abused the fact that the game didn't have car damage. And my strategy at the end was to have a car with really ridiculously good acceleration and just slam into every wall. Because my car could just slam into the wall, turn, and accelerate off so fast that the rest of the cars couldn't catch up. Boop, 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 boop. Sounds good, Crab. I hope you sleep well. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. As expected. Do, do, do. Your memory card slots don't work? Wait a second. Sounds like you hardly got that PS2 working. It's fine though. I mean, I remember it straight up not having a memory card. When I was a kid, I played through the first couple hours of Final Fantasy VII so many times because I didn't have a memory card. And so I would just play the beginning of that game, like every day. Same thing with Brave Fencer Musashi. I started a game of Brave Fencer Musashi so many times, played the beginning part, and then was done. That's why I know the beginning of that game so well. Take that back, you little turd. Ace Combat 7? Yeah, well, who's the one that, I don't know what the fuck this is, by the way. Like a thumbs up? Okay, it's a hand, yeah. Who produces... Oh, wasn't Ace Combat THQ? Before? Ace Combat was a THQ joint, right? So now it would be one of the companies that bought it, like probably Ubisoft or something. I want to say Ubisoft bought Ace Combat, and then they made like a shitty one that no one liked, with like helicopters and stuff in it. And then they also made Tom Clancy's Hawks, which I don't think very many people enjoyed that game very much either. Bum bum bum. So let me ask you guys what you want to see next. As far as games that I play. Actually, I would like to hear some game suggestions without me giving an example first. What are some games that y'all would enjoy? I'm just curious. Just throw them out there. I'm curious. What is on people's minds lately? Assault Horizon, that was one of them. Retro or new? I don't know. Either way. Watch Dogs 2. Alright. Interesting. Very interesting choice. I played Watch Dogs. It is actually very funny. Oh my god. You guys, I had a dream about Watch Dogs Like the night before last. I'm not kidding. Alright, so I played Watch Dogs, the first one, and I did not finish it. I thought it was terrible. And that was right when it came out. I played it right when it came out. And now the other night, I had a dream that I finished it, and the story was like really, really stupid, was my dream. It, like, I don't know, my dream was just like the whole ending sequence of the game. There was like a guy in a trench coat who got shot, but then like it turned out that it was his robot double that got shot. And then this other lady who also got shot didn't die because she had like fake skin or something. This was my dream. And I remember sitting there going, Watch Dogs, no, this is so stupid. And that was my dream. I didn't like the first one because the driving was bad, and the shooting was just like blandy, boring, cover-based, third-person shooter, blandy bore fest. And then the hacking mechanic was just press square to make a thing happen, and like, it was like, instead of it being like you're driving, and it's like you see a thing that you can interact with, and you interact with it in a way that you planned out that would be cool. Instead, it's just like you're in a car chase. Sometimes the square button comes up, and when you press it, the cars behind you crash. You know, and it's like, oh, well, that's it. That's the mechanic. You can make the cars behind you crash by pressing square sometimes. So, yeah. I just thought it was, it was just boring, open world, stuff that I'm not into. And what did I really expect is the problem. That, Watch Dogs was kind of the game that got me to realize that I am done with Ubisoft, you know? I don't like Ubisoft games, and I'm not going to play them anymore. Unless something comes out that's, like, really, really irresistible looking. That said, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is not that game. And Far Cry 5, if that's the next one, is not that game. Need for Speed Shift. Interesting. Which one? Let me try and think of which one that was. Need for Speed Shift was the one where... Gosh, I don't remember. It was like Most Wanted is the one that everyone liked. And then there was Most Wanted the remake, which was not as good. And then there was like... Oh, Shift was the one that was like a simulator. That was the... Shift was like the really realistic Need for Speed game. Okay, I remember now. You could like adjust the height of your car seat and everything. You liked Need for Speed Porsche? I've never heard of that. I'll have you know, though, if anything that you're thinking of is exclusive to the Xbox 360, I don't have an Xbox 360. That is a game console that I do not own. I owned a Xbox 360 at one point, and it red ringed after 2 weeks. So I got it fixed, and then I got rid of it. Yeah, I thought Need for Speed Shift was also on PS3. It's so hard to not just start the next one. So anyway, as far as actual plans for the stream, we are going to do the Dark Souls 2 expansions very soon. And then we are also going to play through Earthbound and Megami Tensei 2 as soon as possible. So those are actual games that are planned to be very soon. Oblivion, I've played Oblivion. Yeah, I've played that game. I am not a... I feel like I'm a big negative Nancy right now, but I really don't like Oblivion. Okay, let me be positive for a second. Let me say something nice, alright? Fallout 3 is really, really fun. I really, really like Fallout 3. Okay. Now that that's out of the way, I don't like any other Bethesda game. I thought Oblivion's leveling system was, like, so convoluted that it was just, like, arbitrary. And, oops, what did I do? Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. And, I just don't like Oblivion, or I don't like Elder Scrolls style combat, where you just, like, swing shit around and things in front of you eventually fall over. I don't like the stupid camera on the dialogue options where people just stare dead-eyed into you and move their jaws, and that just moves, and then they're like, "Good day. Halt! You've broken the law!" You know, it's like, these characters, it's just not my kind of game, man. Skyrim was not good either. I also did not like Skyrim. I should try .hack. Sure. See, this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, just throw out games. I'm very interested. The hate I'd get for saying what now? So yeah, the .hack games, there's like 4 of them for PS2, right? You're saying they had a PC remake? I like playing originals when I can. But yeah, I really have no idea. Oh, I don't know if people get much hate for saying they don't like Skyrim anymore. I think there's plenty of people who don't like Skyrim nowadays. It's fine. It's a bad video game though. I mean, there's no getting around that. You know it's not a bad video game? Mario's Picross. It's pretty great. We're almost finished with this puzzle also. Oh, it's a shovel! Yeah. Banjo-Kazooie? I've never played Banjo-Kazooie. I'd be kind of interested in that game. A little bit. But yeah, Melon, you know, there was a time, let me say also, there was a time that I thought Oblivion was really cool. I mean, it was when I played it that I realized I didn't like it. But when I just, like, saw Oblivion, and I first got a gaming PC, and I was like, I can play, or my friend had Oblivion, and he thought Oblivion was really sweet, and I was like, alright, I'll give it a shot. And, like, at first, I thought it was really, really cool. And then, like, after a while, it wasn't buttering my bread. BioWare became bad? Well, yeah, I don't know much BioWare. Like, I liked the first Mass Effect the first time I played it, and the second time. I played Mass Effect through twice, and I enjoyed it. But, hang on. Yeah. But, I recently played through it again with Nicole because, okay, alright. We gotta talk about Mass Effect for just a second. I played through Mass Effect and I enjoyed it. And I tried to play Mass Effect 2 and it was like unbelievably fucking garbage. Like, I hated it. But my girlfriend insisted that I try it again. That I play through the whole franchise. And so, together, we played through Mass Effect 1. And this time through Mass Effect 1, I did not enjoy it very much. It was just like, I just wanted it to be over so bad at the end. Mass Effect 2 is good, you say? See, that, you know what's funny is when people say that Mass Effect 2 is good, it makes me want to play it. So I can be like, look at this shit. Look how bad this is. You're wrong. And I'm going to prove it. Bum. I asked Nicole if she wants to play it. Oh yeah, and Dragon Age was always garbage. When did we start a new puzzle? See, it just happens in this game. You don't even think about it. You just start the next puzzle. The first Mass Effect is good. It's terrible. They're all... Okay, the first Mass Effect is bad. Mass Effect 2 is terrible. The first Mass Effect might not have been bad when it came out, but it didn't age well. And it's important that games age well. You know what game aged really well? Mario's Picross. Oh, right. I screwed that up. Double Dragon 2. I've never played Double Dragon. So here's the thing about Double Dragon. Everything's got a thing about it. Because I've thought about video games a lot in my life, so most games I've considered playing. I don't really like beat-em-ups. However, I have heard that Double Dragon is a particularly good beat-em-up, and I should play it anyway. I mean, look! The facts don't lie. The fact is, we're playing Mario's Picross, and it's great. If I was playing Mass Effect 2 right now, it would be like, why are these characters so fucking annoying and unlikable? Why are these controls so bad? Who made this game into a shooter? What is this? Oh, it's a necklace. It's not really connected, though. What do I like? I really like RPGs. I really like challenging platformers. I really like games. Here, let me like get abstract for you, right? Let's talk abstract what I like. I really like a game where when I'm playing it, I can imagine the developer or the designer of the game designing the game and going, fuck yes, this game is fun. You know? That's what I love. I really love when it's even gonna get sappy. I love when I play a game and I feel like I have a connection with the developer because they are doing things in the game that's like sending a message through gameplay to me and I'm getting it. And I'm like, I understand what you're going for here, developer. And we have a connection. That's part of the reason that Wings of V is one of my favorite games of all time. Tied for my favorite game of all time. Is that when I played Wings of V, it was like a game that I designed. You know? In that, like, it was everything I wanted. Where the whole time, I could imagine the developer designing the game. And I could imagine what they were thinking and what they were trying to accomplish with it. And I understood and I got it. And it was fucking fun. So that's what I like. So yes, I really, really should play Hollow Knight. Absolutely. I should also play A Hat in Time. That game looks pretty neat. Darksiders? I've heard of that game. I have that game. So Retro Mustache, you have played a lot of PS3 games, /360 games. I can tell you're of that generation. I also did. I played a lot of PS3. And like, I worked at GameStop for a lot of the time that the PS3 was a big system. And so, I've played and I know of a lot of PS3 stuff. Darksiders I've played. Let me tell you what I was very surprised about. So, I played Darksiders for like a day. I tried it out, you know? I gave it a shot. And I was very, very surprised that I put Darksiders into my system and booted it, and the game started. And that I found very remarkable. in the PlayStation 3 era that I could put a game into my system and start it, and the game just started. And I didn't have to, it didn't have to update for 10 hours. And that was it, really, you know? Ty the Tasmanian Tiger? No. What is that for? But yeah, Darksiders was cheesy. Oh yes, it was cheesy. The design of War is really funny too. It was for GameCube. Oh. I like the sound of that. Yeah, like, retro. I'm not saying that I grew up on PS3. The reason that I've played a lot of PS3 stuff is that when I got a job, the PS3 was about to come out. So yeah, that's how it lined up for me. Was that the first time that there was a new game system that came out, and I had a job and the money to afford it, it was the Wii and the PS3. And I got the Wii when it came out. First I got a Wii. I got the Wii day one, loved it, and then eventually I got a PS3 and a 360. The 360 as I said before, the 360 red ringed after 2 weeks. And I ended up getting rid of it pretty quickly. But the Wii and the PS3 I held on to, and I got rid of the Wii at some point, and I have a new one now. I actually got rid of the Wii for the PS3, and then I reacquired a Wii later. Getting the PS3 was the one time that I ever got rid of a bunch of games, and I regret pretty much all of them. Getting rid of all of them. So, I don't really get rid of my games anymore. Even though GameStop did give me, like... GameStop did give me, like, $12 for a wired PS2 guitar. So that's funny. Except that, look on Craigslist or eBay now. For years, that was a score, you know? Like, I really scored getting rid of my PS1 wired guitar. For that much money. Except now they're worth even more because people actually want those again now. Just because, for nostalgia or whatever. I want one. I want to get a PS2 guitar back. I actually got one back. You guys, we can play Guitar Hero 2 on stream if you want. I can relive my... You know what? That sounds really fun. Guitar Hero 2 is the game that got me into music. Well, I was going to say music games, not music. But... Actually, what got me into music games was, No, it was Guitar Hero 2, probably. So yeah, at some point I'm gonna have to do a nostalgia trip. It's a UFO. You want what, Uncle? Guitar Hero 2? Yeah, at some point I'm gonna have to do a Guitar Hero 2 nostalgia stream with all those shitty covers. Remember that shitty Lamb of God cover that's in Guitar Hero 2? Oh man. You know what's kind of cool, though? Twitch probably won't mute the stream because all the songs are covers. You have even bad song about guitar? I don't know what that means. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 beep pew. You've gone through 12 Xbox 360s? See, I just don't understand that. I don't understand why you would have gotten the 11th one. Like, mine broke once, and I was like, fuck this, you know? It broke once, and I was like, wow, all the games that are on this system are on other systems. This system has no games on it that are exclusive to it that make me need to have it. Isn't it amazing that Microsoft released a product that had that high of a failure rate? Right, exactly, Foxy. Like, that's the thing. People say that, like, I am biased against Microsoft and that kind of stuff, but it's like, dude. Look at the Xbox 360. It's like one of the shittiest consoles of all time. There is no way that I would ever trust Microsoft's manufacturing and would want to get a system of theirs. Plus, also, like, the, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, like I was saying also, it's just like, there aren't any good Xbox games that I care about, you know? Like, the original Xbox had, I don't know, like, the first Fable was alright when it came out. It's really bad now. But it was alright when it came out, but it's on PC. And then, yeah, I don't know. All the games that are worth playing are, it's a bullet bill! But yeah, that's the thing. Okay, you got it for Forza Horizon? I don't understand how you could have gone through 12 Xbox 360s and still bought an Xbox One. But I guess we're just different kinds of consumers. Yeah. But right, yeah, the Xbox 360 was just like a historically poorly constructed, you know, $300 piece of machinery. Oh, and then not only that, okay. Not only was the Xbox 360 such a horrendous piece of shit, manufacturing-wise, but then also, there was also that whole Xbox One always online just nightmare, where they were just like, yeah, the next Xbox is always online, and we have to make sure that you still own your video games because we don't want you guys giving games to each other or anything. That's terrible. So it's always online, and if you don't like it, stay with the Xbox 360, idiot. You know, there was that whole thing. Oh, man. I don't, like, and it's just like the world to have forgotten about that by now. Everyone else forgot about it. And they just have Xbox Ones now. I didn't forget, Microsoft. I didn't forget. Right, so Foxy, you're an additional step ahead because I got a PS3 and then realized, oh wait, the PlayStation is kind of shitty too. It turns out all the companies got way ahead of themselves on what they were doing with consoles. I just don't think that we were due for new consoles. Remember Killzone Liberation? Or no. Killzone Liberation was awesome. That was the PSP game. Remember Killzone Shadowfall? Yeah, exactly, Foxy. That's why I keep saying that I was suckered into it. I was one of those suckers that got a PS4. However, yeah, it is kind of a luxury to have a PC. No doubt. The savings with PC come later, you know? Like, you buy a console because it's a cheaper entry fee, but then the games are more expensive, and you have to pay for PlayStation Plus if you want it, and the accessories are more expensive. Or, well, maybe not, but, you know. And you have a shitty, slow-ass hard drive that you can't really upgrade. Like, you can upgrade it with a bigger one, but you can't go solid state, I don't think, on the PS4. So yeah, the price of entry on a console is cheaper, but things add up quickly as far as, PC ending up being very affordable. 'Cause, like, you know, you get so many games, like, the bonuses, or you get so many good deals on Steam that every single person has more Steam games in their library than they are ever going to play. Final Fantasy 13. Oofta. Okay, let me tell you about Final Fantasy 13. I played it. A little bit. I didn't finish it. So you already partly know where this is going. Final Fantasy 13. I knew going in that it was going to be linear. And that it was going to be an interactive movie, basically. Because of everything that I heard about it, you know? I heard about it being very linear, having very little actual gameplay, and that kind of stuff, right? And I went into it expecting that. I went into it going, I am going to play an 80-hour movie. And that's what I want right now. Out of this video game, Final Fantasy 13. And holy shit, even in that mindset, I was not prepared for the actual degree of linearity in which that game is designed. Like, holy shit. What were they thinking when they designed Final Fantasy 13? You just run down a hallway the whole time. You don't even like go to a town and explore it and talk to people. The save points are just shops. They've got this thing called the Crystarium that's like a nicely designed, really beautiful system, looking system for leveling up, where you can like choose the path of how your character levels up, but you don't actually choose because even that is a straight line and there's only one way to level up. Oh, but there's 3 different classes for each character and that you can level up and choose which one. But you get enough experience to just level all of them up. So it doesn't matter. And they cap you. Like, you can't really go into tank on one character because it caps out. And then you have to fill out the rest of the classes for each character. The only thing that's good about 360 is the controller. Holy shit. Okay, I realize that I am being the most negative person in the world right now, but the Xbox 360 has... I hate the Xbox 360 controller. I can't stand it. For several reasons. Let's go through all of them, shall we? First of all, it's a wireless controller that requires batteries instead of having like a built-in controller. Or instead of having a built-in battery like the other ones do. That isn't as big of an issue now that I just buy batteries for things, but that's dumb. The biggest issue is the face buttons. First of all, they flipped A and B and X and Y around. That's from the original Xbox, and I hate that. But the face buttons themselves, they aren't like buttons. These are buttons. They're flat. They are flat so that you can push them with your thumb. The Xbox 360 buttons are like marbles. They're like spheres. Some of the 360s have rechargeables. I think you're thinking of a Play and Charge kit, Foxy, which was a separate add-on that you had to buy for $20! The Xbox 360 buttons are like... they're like marbles. They're like spheres. So when you push the button repeatedly, 2 problems happen. The first problem that happens is that all of the pressure, the resistance that you're getting from the button, the feedback of it hitting the point, is all centered on one spot on your thumb. Instead of it being evenly distributed on a flat surface, it's all on one spot on your thumb. The other problem is that because it's a sphere, it doesn't come down flush with the rest of the controller. Like this button, when you press it, it becomes flush with the face of the controller. So it feels good. The Xbox 360, however, there's like ridges in the plastic. These ridges come up and then drop straight down for the slot for the button. Which means you push this spherical button down, and you've got this sharp ridge of plastic that hits the outside of your thumb. I mean, I'm not saying it's sharp like it cuts you. I'm just saying it's like you feel like this hole in the button. You're pushing the button down into like this hole in the face of the controller that you feel. And it's stupid. Also, the bumpers versus the triggers feels stupid, and I don't like it. and also the Xbox 360 D-pad is the biggest joke of anything that's ever been put on a video game controller. The D-pad for the Xbox 360 controller is like, holy shit. It's like they just put another analog stick on it, but it's really, really shallow. Oh. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that look, the PS3 controller isn't perfect. Let me find one. Okay, I don't have one up here. I think, like, for me, I have long fingers, and I kind of just, like, cradle the controller in my hands. So I don't think that the PS3 controller is too small. However, the L2 and R2 buttons are absolute squishy, marshmallowy pieces of shit. The L and R buttons on the PS3 controller are terrible. So, I'll give you that. The PS4 is a little better. PS4 controller, really great. Very comfy in your hands. The buttons feel really nice. The D-pad's nice. Not anymore, Retro Mustache! Not anymore. Nintendo's patent on the D-pad ran out. And also, you want to talk about D-pads? When Nintendo had a patent on the perfect D-pad? You know, here's the perfect D-pad. But you're right. You're right. Nintendo had a patent on that. Look at this shit. This D-pad is great. This D-pad's awesome. It works really, really well. Sony figured it out. They did it. So yeah. The Xbox 360 controller sucks. And that's what I have to say about that. Also, with the 360 controller, you hold the controller, right? And it's got this fucking thing on the back that you put the batteries in, and it's like in the way. People talk about the PS3 controller being so small. How about the 360 where there's no room for your fingers because your fingertips are jamming into this fucking battery pack? You know what's a really, really well-designed controller? The Super Nintendo controller. It's great. Oh god, the N64 controller. Alright, let's talk about this thing. Oh, fuck. Alright, so what planet was this designed to be used on? Like, whose idea was this thing? Like, alright, it's got handles on it that are, like, really comfy. It's, like, really, if you hold the controller like a human, it's really comfortable. However, none of the games really play like this except, like, WrestleMania. So, most games use the analog stick, in which case your hands are, like, right next to each other. Which is, like, kind of fine. I don't know, this is kind of comfy. This D-pad's pretty nice. This analog stick, you know, while it isn't the most comfortable analog stick, it is really sensitive. And it has a lot of degrees of sensitivity on it. You know, all these buttons are in just the right place, too. I've even got, like, the Z button back here. It's just, like, it's where I naturally just put my finger. Huh. Ooh. I mean, once you get past the fact that there's an extra handle on this thing, it's really comfortable. This controller's pretty great. But seriously, no, okay, all like, joking aside, I came to really appreciate the N64 analog stick because I tried to get a replacement analog stick. No, I'm serious. The N64 controller is really, really comfortable. It is a really comfortable controller, and I do really like using it. My only issue with it is that the sticks wear out, you know? The analog sticks wear out, and that's like a huge problem. Because who cares if it's got 3 handles on it? You're not looking at it. It doesn't matter what it looks like. The GameCube is an ugly controller, but that thing is comfortable as hell. And then, okay, about the analog stick, it does wear out, and that's a huge problem. But I came to appreciate it because I got a replacement analog stick for this controller because it's getting wiggly. And the replacement analog stick only had like 3 degrees of movement on it. And it was terrible. And so I tried another off-brand analog stick, and it had the same problem. And then I looked it up online, and everybody was saying, yeah, third-party analog sticks are bad. And I realized that, like, wow, you know, in taking apart the analog stick and really looking at it, it is very sensitive, and there are a lot of degrees of movement on it. And if you're playing like Mario 64, you can get that Mario to move at like 32 different speeds, you know? It's like really nice. So, and you know, that kind of thing makes a big difference in a game like Mario Kart, where you're trying to make tiny little adjustments and stuff. The GameCube sticks were bad? What? What are you talking about? The GameCube sticks are bad. Alright, so this controller is ugly. Yeah, it's ugly, alright? We're past that. This analog stick is like the best feeling analog stick that's ever been put on a system. First of all, it's an analog system that's like great, right? It feels good. It flips back to the spot that it goes to, you know. Here's the real thing about here's 2 things about this controller that are great. Firstly, I'm going to disagree with you. The notches. You hear that? Oh, fuck! Alright, there we go. You hear this? Those are notches. That makes it so that you know if you're going exactly directly forward, or if you're going exactly 45 degrees, or in the middle. You know. You can't move in a smooth circle. Just do it! Just move the analog stick in a smooth circle. It's fine. When in a video game did you need to move in a perfect circle? You know what is really useful? Being able to go directly forward and not slightly left or right. That's useful. I don't know when you ever needed to move in a perfect circle. And if you ever did, it was probably good enough. Also, the other thing that the analog stick on the GameCube has are these little ridges to keep the grip. It's nice and grippy. It doesn't slide. Your thumb is just great. It's like, boom, it's awesome. Maybe I'm just bad at going straight. Maybe you're just bad at moving in a smooth circle. I think it's not about being good or bad at going straight. It's about being mentally confident that you're going perfectly straight. Doesn't sound like you ever played Super Monkey Ball, Foxy. I've never played Super Monkey Ball. Oh, okay. You know what's fucking great about the notches? Killer 7. In Killer 7, there's all kinds of places where if you want to go fast, you got to have your analog stick in the correct spot. And having notches to know exactly what degree. Like right now, I know I'm holding this at more or less exactly 22.5 degrees. And I know that. Because I'm halfway between straight and 45 to the right. And that's really important for a game like Killer 7, which for the record sucks on PS2 and is much better on GameCube. Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah. By Retro Mustache, I am Dash. Flex is the other guy. I'm Dash. You know, it's been a while since we've had the great controller debate on stream. The great controller debate has come up several times. And you know, it's fun. Oh, we don't know this. No big deal, Retro Mustache. You have a good day. There's like way more information here than I thought there was. You think PS2 is the best controller? PS2 has a wonderful controller. No one talks about original Xbox controller because it's actually the worst. Because no one played that console. That is funny. The original Xbox controller was like an actual joke. The fucking hamburger. Oh my god. I really, like, between that and the Red Ring of Death, it's like, honestly, what is going on in Microsoft's engineering department? Four, five, six. We have a lot less time to finish this puzzle now. 8, 9. I think I'm almost done with this game for the day, by the way. Not positive what we're going to move on to next. I do got to play that Dark Souls 2 DLC at some point. I don't know if I'll... Oh, wait, it's already 9:15, though. Ooh... Oh, yeah. It was very immersive for Halo. Xbox controllers also had the black and white buttons. They had to have their own button. Also, okay, here's like a little thing that I don't like. And it's not just against Microsoft. Sony does this too. The Xbox has a button called Start and a button called Back. Now, Start is, what's the word? Ubiquitous? I don't know what the right word is, but Start doesn't mean literally start anymore to video game players. It's just the name of a button. However, the Xbox controller has a button, the other button, the select button, is called back. And I feel like calling the select button back is restrictive to game developers. It, like, it discourages them from using the button in any way that they want. Now, they use it that way. They use it however they want it anyway, I'm sure. I'm sure the back button brought up the map in Assassin's Creed, but that's confusing and stupid. Again, though, I've got no problem with start and select, which is the same thing. It's just as dumb. But we're all used to it. Start and select are grandfathered in. Oh, Crab, you missed once again, we had the great controller debate. So maybe it's good because there was a lot of I got very animated and energetic about how much I hate the Xbox 360 controller, and then also my opinions on every other game controller, because every once in a while we gotta have it. Anyway, the hell was I saying? Oh, you don't need to debate. I was making great points. Don't worry about it. I had it covered. Ba-bum, bum, bum. I was like just about to say something about something. Oh! Sony also does it with the options button. I hate that the PS4 has a button on it called options. It's like, come on. And then the share button is even stupider. But the share button makes more sense though because it's not something for the game. It's like system level. Wait, did I just start this puzzle? Oh my gosh, this game does this. I don't even notice that I started a new puzzle. You just do it. This looks like it's gonna be like a telephone? You got it, Foxy. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All good children go to heaven. That's right, I'm down with the Beatles. Yeah, I wish you the best, Crab. If I could do something, I would. Bum bum bum. Bum bum boom 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 bum ba da ba bum ba 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 bum boo. What? Is this gonna be a Goomba? I'm really excited at the prospect of this being a Goomba. So these are probably just symmetrical. I mean, it's not a perfect Goomba because it's, you know, it's a different resolution. Well, it's 15 by 15, and Goombas were probably 16 by 16. Nice. Grand Goombas? What? Alright, let's finish off level 3 here. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I mean, it must be. Like, what else would it mean? Okay, so this is kind of a weird mess of things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 191s just fit. And then 1, 2 dash 1. Yep. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1. Perfect. La da da. All right, we're making some good headway here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a 7. Neener Wiener, what up? You want something sweet? Oh no. When people start talking about stuff like that, it makes me want that kind of stuff. I like don't have any though. I don't have any sweets or anything. Been looking through GameCube shovelware. Oh yeah? How's that working out? Yeah, that's good, Foxy. I was talking about it earlier, actually. Specifically not having an appetite, and it's just awful. Ba-bum, bum, bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I didn't have to guess there. Sometimes I jump the gun on guessing, just because I feel like I see the picture a little bit. Like right there, if that was a guess, even though I probably could have just gotten the information here. 10, yep. Oh, it's a coffee cup. Oh, that's nice, Foxy. Oh shit, when's Valentine's Day? Don't say it too loud. I don't want Nicole to know that I don't know when Valentine's Day is, but when is it? All right. On Wednesday? Oh, that's some time. All right. So should we... Gosh. I don't know what even else is available. We could play a PS2 game like Guitar Hero 2. We could do like Guitar Hero 2, what do you call it? Nostalgia stream for a little bit. That sounds fun. Do you guys want to take a trip through memory lane and play Guitar Hero 2 on PS2? I have it. I'm doing it. I'll be right back.